Well, how great is that? A recipe that's easy as can be, and you don't even need a stove. You can't get better than that. Now, the secret, a good old crock pot. Crock pots, in my mind, they never go out of style. In fact, they're perfect for any season. And I find myself using a crock pot a lot more during the summer when it's hot out. The stove doesn't help to cool things down, as you know. Crock pots, as you know, are perfect for families also that are busy, 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 because you can throw everything in that thing in the morning, cook all day, come home, and voila, like magic, dinner is served. Now, this crock pot recipe we're cooking up today is sweet and spicy glazed chicken. Now, I have to tell you, this is one of my favorites among my friends and family. I make it, they want to come back for more, they want to take the leftovers, so it's always a hit. And once again, when I like to cook, I always think of the aroma, and this has such a wonderful aroma. It's absolutely awesome. Of course, it tastes unique because there's a hint of sugar. It's actually brown sugar and a spice I'm going to tell you about here in a little bit. Now, to let me show you how to do all this, to get things cooking, the first thing you want to do is cook up about 6 to 8 chicken breasts, just medium size in a pan with a little bit of oil and salt and pepper to taste. And you want to just lightly brown each side of that chicken breast. You want to get it done too much. This is just to kind of slowly start the cooking process. All right. You also want to mince up about 4 cloves of garlic. Now, you can add as much garlic as you'd like, because if you're like me, you like a lot of garlic. And also, as you've been following Meals in a Rush, I believe in adding more or less of an ingredient you like. They're pretty hard to mess up, so I encourage you just to have fun. So we've minced up our garlic here, and now in a mixing bowl, what you want to do, put in the minced garlic. You also need to add 1 cup of low sodium chicken broth. Now, I always encourage the healthier the better, so low sodium, perfect way to go. Pour that in, that's about a cup of that. Then another one of my favorite cooking ingredients is actually the soy sauce, and that's also about a cup of the soy sauce. And once again with that, I like to use low sodium. So go ahead, you pour that in. Look at this, it's just pouring, add a little bit of this, add a little bit of that. And you also want to add 2 tablespoons of the lemon juice. Now, I've tried this with fresh lemon, and believe me, I always encourage fresh over anything canned or bottled, but it doesn't have the same punch to it. So I like to stick with this lemon juice. So go ahead and pour that in. Now, here are my favorite ingredients that I like. It's the brown sugar, and you use about a half a cup of this. But I really like this brown sugar, so if you want to go for a cup, try it. You're going to go ahead, you're just going to stick that in there. Also, a secret for brown sugar, if you have trouble with it once you open the bag and it gets hard quickly, you know what you can do? Keep it in the refrigerator. It's that easy, and it stays so soft. So go ahead and mix that in. You want to mix this till the brown sugar slowly is dissolved. Now, here is my other favorite ingredient to this recipe. It's actually cayenne pepper. Now, it just calls for a touch of this, but I really like it hot. So as you're going through with this, kind of do a taste test once you get everything in there. Once I served it, I have to be honest to my family, and they said I got it a little bit too hot because I overdid the cayenne a bit. So you want to be careful of that. So mix, mix, mix. Now, remember that we've browned our chicken breast. We've put that into the crock pot. Then all you do, once it's all in there placed nice and around and can get the liquid to every part of this, go ahead and you pour that in, as so. Now, you want to cook this on high for about 2 to 3 hours. That's something don't put it on high if you're going to leave the whole day. And then low, that lets it cook for about all day, 7, 8 hours. That'll be okay. So you let that cook. So the magic of television, pretend that's cooking, okay? Then when we're done with this liquid, you're actually going to pour the chicken liquid, take the chicken out first, set that aside on a plate, into a saucepan. Today I'm also going to teach you how to thicken up something, and this is where we can make the glaze. Now, if you don't want to do this extra step, keep the liquid as is, and you can serve that with the chicken. Okay. The secret to using cornstarch, which thickens up things, is that you want the liquid that you're cooking with to be at an absolute hard boil. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of the cornstarch, just like that. Are you having fun yet cooking with me? I hope so. Also about a half a cup of just water, cold water. Now you want to stir this together until it creates a milky liquid. And once you get that, what you're going to do, you're going to simply pour this in to the boiling liquid. That's the chicken liquid that we have. Stir that together, and within about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, you will see how magically this just starts to boil up. There you have it. You have your glaze. And it looks like this when it's complete. It has a nice, thick consistency. Not too thick, but it's not runny. All right, and then voila, your meal is served. Look at that. I also sometimes cut the chicken up and use this as an appetizer, which is also great. You just stick in toothpicks. And you just want to take the cooked glaze, and you can do a so just like that. And also, I love to serve this on a bed of rice. I like to use brown rice. I also have some asparagus. It works great with broccoli, any veggie that you'd like. So there you have it, a great meal for the whole family. The meal's in a rush way, and now it's time to eat. Look at how tender this is. Oh, I'm so excited. You know what? I'm going to use my fingers for this one. Let's take a test. Mmm, absolutely delicious.